Good morning, everybody. I'm Irene Santos Ibanez, your reporter for today. Today, my topic is all about functions of school personnel management. What is school personnel management? School personnel management is crucial for ensuring that educational institutions run smoothly and effectively. It involves various functions and responsibilities to support both the staff and the overall goals of the school. So, when you say school personnel management, it is the coordination of the activities and efforts of the workers in educational organization so that educational goals are being achieved. So, what are the functions or key functions of school personnel management? Number 1, recruitment and hiring. In recruitment and hiring, there are 3 categories: job analysis and description, recruitment, and selection. So when you say job analysis and description, this creating detailed job description and specification for each role within the school. Customer service representatives are the one who provide for this one. It provides a clear and structured overview of what the job entails and what is required from candidates, ensuring that both the organization and potential employees have mutual understanding of the role. Next is recruitment. Recruitment is the advertising position, reaching out to potential candidates and using various methods to attract qualified individuals. So they are the one who reach out to those potential candidates. Then third, selection. Selections means screening applications, conducting interviews, and evaluating candidates to select the most suitable individuals for each role. So who will lead for the selections? Of course, the HR management or the principal or the supervisor. Number 2, training and development. In training development, there are 3. Under of these are orientation, professional development, and career development. So, when you say orientation, it's providing new employees with an introduction to the school's policies, culture, and expectations. So, the principal will do that, or the manager, the principal, or whoever the in charge. Next is professional development. When we say professional development, these are the offering ongoing training opportunities to help staff improve their skills and stay current with educational best practices. Then, the career development. So, when we say career development, it's supporting staff in their career growth through mentorship, workshops, and advanced training so that you will be productive in the near future that you will use in your future career. The third is performance management. So, what is performance management? In performance management, there are 3: evaluation, goal setting, and support. So, when you say evaluation, regularly assessing staff performance through formal reviews, observation, and feedback. So, ayan po yung mga ginagawa yung mga different function ng school personnel management. So, hindi po ganun kadali. Regular assessing for the staff, evaluation, formal reviews, observation, and others. Then, there is goal setting. When we say goal setting, working with staff to set personal and professional goals and development plans to achieve them. So, hindi naman po ito nawawala sa isang institusyon na as a teacher or as one of them, you should have your goals. Like for example, your goals ay mapabasa mo yung estudyante ng 5 sentence in 3 months. So, kailangan mapabasa mo sila. So, yun yung goals natin na tawag. Then, support. So, what is support? Support providing assistance and resources to help staff address performance issues and improve their effectiveness. So, nandiyan yung ating mga principal, head teachers, and sometimes our colleagues to support us in terms of teaching or other resources na wala po tayo. Then, number 4, compensation and benefits. So, ano po ba yung tinatawag na compensation and benefits? Under of this, we have salary management, benefits administration, and incentives. So, when we say salary management, this is what we call determining and managing competitive salary structures and pay scales. So, hindi naman po lahat ng staff ay pare-pareho ng salary. Meron po yung tinatawag na range or scales. Like for example, in teacher 1, ang salary po ay 27,000. Yung teacher 2, 29,000. Yung teacher 3, 30,000. It depends upon your position. Then next is benefits administration. So, ano po ba yung tinatawag nating benefit administration? Benefits administration, handling benefits such as health insurance, retirement plans, and other employee perks. So, they are the one who will handle our benefits like insurance and retirement plans. So, sila po yun. Sila po yung nakakaalam ng mga benefits na yun na natatanggap naman natin kapag tayo ay nagkasakit or kapag tayo ay nasa time na ng retirement. Then, third one is incentives. So, incentive means designing reward system to recognize and motivate staff achievements and contributions. So, may mga schools po na nagbibigay ng incentives, not in terms of money, but rewards or some certificate of recognition for their contribution. Then next, number 5 is employee relationship or employee relations. Under this employee relation, there are 3 categories: conflict resolution, communication, and support system. So, when we say conflict resolution, addressing and resolving conflicts or disputes between staff members or between staff and administration. So, meron po dyan na in charge para mag-ayos or mag-resolve ng ating mga problema. Like for example, merong misunderstanding ang both staff. So, upang maging maayos po yung flow ng isang institution, so, merong mamamagitan sa kanila. Then next is communication. Communication means facilitating open and effective communication channels within the school. So, the most important here is the communication. So, napakahalaga po niyan. Kahit saan pong establishmento or sa relation na lang po, pinakamahalaga yung communication para po maging smooth ang samahan ng bawat isa sa isang institution. Then next is support systems. Support systems providing support for staff staff well-being, and work-life balance, including addressing grievances and ensuring a positive work environment. So, in employee relationship, of course, nandyan yung conflict resolution, communication, then of course, nandyan yung support system. Hindi naman pumawala sa isang samahan na may hindi pagkakaunawaan. Pero, meron po tayong mga support system upang magkaroon po tayo ng positive environment nang hindi po maapektuhan yung the whole institution. Then, number 6. Number 6 is compliance and legal issues. In compliance legal issues, there are 3 categories under it. There are regulations, documentations, and safety and health. So, when you say regulations, it means ensuring adherence to employment laws, educational regulation, and school policies. So, in every institution, there is schools and regulation that we need to follow. Then, documentation. Documentation means maintaining accurate and confidential records related to employment, performance, and legal compliance. So, documentation means this is your record. It should be always private, hindi nakaladlad, hindi nakakalandakan. So, ito sila yung nagkikip nito, sila yung nagkikip nito para mapangalagaan yung ating profession. So, hindi ito basta-basta inilalabas lang kung kani-kanino unless there is visitation, there is visitors that they need documentation for their teachers or staff. The next is safety and health. When we say safety and health, this ensuring that the workplace meets health and safety standards and addressing any issues that arise. So when we say safety and health, not only for the students, especially for the teachers, and ensuring the workplace are meets, there is a standard. Hindi, the safety is standard. Hindi lang basta-basta nagtayo ka ng institution, then okay na. Kailangan meron pa rin po tayong sinusunod na safety standards so that if there is any issues, madali po itong ma-resolve. Then, next is organizational development. In organizational development, there are 3 categories under it. First, strategic plan, change management, and culture building. So, when we say strategic plan, aligning personnel management practices with the school's overall mission and goals. So, there is a plan. Then, change management, managing transition and changes within the school such as restructuring or implementing new initiatives. So, sometimes hindi po natin maiiwasan na may mga nagbabago. Ayan, minsan biglang napapalitan yung ating principal, may napapalitan na master teacher, may napapalitan ng mga teacher 1, yung iba natatransfer. Ayan. Then, culture building. Culture building, promoting a positive and inclusive school culture that aligns with the institution values and mission. Then next is succession planning. So what are the succession planning? Under succession planning, there are 2: talent identification and knowledge transfer. In talent identification, this This will be recognizing and preparing potential leaders within the school for future roles and responsibilities. Ayan na. Diyan na po. Kaya meron tayong evaluation dahil makikita dyan kung sino yung potential leader in the future. Then, knowledge transfer. Knowledge transfer ensuring that key knowledge and skills are passed on to new or existing staff members as role change. Like for example, principal, master teacher. So, yung principal, kanina nyo ba dapat itatransfer yung knowledge na? Siyempre, doon sa master teacher. Kasi yung master teacher, meron siyang chance na in the future ay maging school heads or principals. So, these functions collectively help create a productive, supportive, and effective educational environment, ensuring that staff members are well supported, motivated, and aligned with the school objectives. So, that's it for today. So, thank you for your listening.